right. Hey, everybody. This is Ethan McNeil.
This is Trent Keith.
We are live on this fine Tuesday. I think this really putting a white glow on our face.
Wow, we don't look so white now.
There we go.
It's better.
All right. Hey, we are here to answer your real estate questions. So, David, this includes you. Leave your comments on this post, and if we catch them while we're live, then we will go ahead and answer them. If not, we will answer them next week. So, yeah, let's get started. I don't have my agenda. Oh, yeah, we have our price this house. We have to find out what the house was worth last week. So last week we showed you this house right here. It is a
Your getaway house?
Yeah, I wish. Here, I'll show you guys on Instagram. See, maybe.
Maybe. Can you turn it
There we
around?
go. Yes. There's the house. It is in Bar Harbor, Maine. Has a 4-bedroom, 5-bath, 6,000 square feet. It's only got 2 acres though, so that could be a problem for some of you. But the people we're supposed to guess how much that sold for, and it sold for $4,125,000. So, yep, for $4 million. Too bad.
So that sold for $1 million a bedroom.
That's not bad. It's probably the view more than anything. So we have our new house that you guys can guess on right now. You guess on how much this new house is going to be, how much it sold for, and you'll be entered in for a drawing next week.
Yeah.
Do you want to read the details on it?
How many did we have in the drawing last week? Do you know?
We only have 2 for the drawing.
2 again.
Yes.
All right. So David, now that you're in here,
Yeah.
you have to put what you think this house sold for.
So this is the new one.
Okay. Can you turn around there?
I'll show you Instagram people.
Okay. This was in Hawaii.
Yes.
This is where we was going to buy our next house.
Yeah.
Hawaii, Ethan. There you go. It is a 4-bedroom, 5-bath. Again, you like those 4-bedroom, 5-bath.
Yeah.
5,680 square feet, and it sold 8/15 of this year.
Yep, just sold.
Not too long ago. It has 1 acre with it.
Yep.
And it was built in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't like the view there, you don't like views. It's kind of nice. You think you can see that background from the window like we can from the above?
Yeah, I don't know. I bet. Yeah.
Nice.
Really nice.
Anyway, guess what you think that sold for, and you will be put in a drawing to win something besides that house.
Yes.
So we're not going to give that away, are we?
Yep. No, we're not. So there you go. Go ahead and write down how much you think that house sold for. We'll draw your name next week, and we'll be doing the drawing for last week's at the end of this. 12.5 million, Brandy said. There's our first entry.
So no one can copy what Brandy said. With your own.
So there we go. All right, now let's go on to our next thing. What is our next thing?
What is our next thing? What's our list?
All scattered today. Oh, our top 3 news stories, or our top stories.
Can we leave out the Patriots are undefeated?
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that one.
Oh, these were my news
That's
stories.
kind of depressing.
I saw the day that the Lion King is in the red box, so we will be renting the Lion King. I haven't seen it yet, so yeah. Oh, David, $2 for that property. $9 million too.
And the World Series, the Astros and the Nationals. You know, usually I have a team that I root for, but I don't know who I root for with that. Do you? Do you root for?
Yeah, I don't
Astros
really
or
watch baseball that much, so I don't know.
Oh,
I know that the Cubs aren't in it. They aren't
does
at
that
the
hurt
World
your
Series.
feelings? Or?
No,
Yeah.
I think I would go more towards the Cubs because we've been to Wrigley Field and it seems cool. Actually, I didn't go to Wrigley Field. We drove by it. Yeah, it seemed cool. It's got a lot of history, I think. So
You got to root for the the Cardinals, not the Cubs. Which, David will probably be a Cubs fan. Not to see. But anyway, okay. So what's our Spencer events for the next few weeks?
Oh no, that was another news story, and I didn't know if we wanted to bring that up because we don't want negative feedback here. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So okay, well, I just know that if you're from Spencer, then you probably already know, but there's been a lot going on with downtown events. So yeah. So I know that the commissioners met last night, and a lot of people showed up for that, and I think they're meeting again in like a month. So I'm sure you've been keeping up on that.
If you wanted to talk last night, wasn't the night?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that you needed to submit a form in order to talk. So anyways, those are just the fun happenings that go on.
Again over the weekend. That's a pretty big news story.
I didn't think they'd beat Kansas City. I didn't think they'd beat them, and I was right. There we go. I knew it was. Yeah, I didn't think they'd beat the Texans either. Oh, yeah. Kansas City was 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. I watched both games, so I just. Yeah.
So 3 weeks ago, then a bye.
Yeah.
Houston, Texas. So, yeah.
Yep. All right. So let's get on to our real estate questions.
Okay. Well, our questions today kind of go around like the financing, money side of things.
Okay.
Questions we get asked a lot. So what is our normal answer? You have to talk to your lender to find out these answers for sure. But we're going to give you a basic outline of them.
Okay.
So one that we had come up recently on a house that I'm in the process of working on is, how much would my payment be for this house? That is something you definitely want to make sure of before you put an offer on the house, because you don't want to put an offer in and find out that you can't afford the payments.
That would be bad.
What we recommend is you talk to your bank or mortgage company. If you do not have one, we can set you up with ones that can give you some quotes. And they can tell you what you qualify for, how much your payments will be, and that kind of thing. So make sure you know what you can afford before you try to buy someplace. Right? You don't want to just buy and then find out you really can't afford it. So that was the first one. You got anything else to go with that?
Yeah, with the down payments. Just because you get approved, what happened here?
I don't know, what'd you do?
I did something wrong. Just because you get approved for a certain amount from a bank doesn't mean you can afford the monthly payments. That's just something to keep in mind. They might say, hey, yeah, you can buy $170,000 house, and you're like, okay, great. But if you don't look at those monthly payments, like Trent was talking about, it might be outside your budget. It might be way outside your budget. So just keep in mind those monthly payments. What's the next one?
What's the next question?
What type of loan should I get? Get a good one. Get one that has low interest, and one that works for you, really, is what it comes down to. That give you what you need. No, talk to your loan officer, mortgage lender, and they will be able to guide you. And a good mortgage lender can point you in the right direction if there's any special programs going on, things that would be the best suit for you.
Yes, that's right. Yep, that's for sure.
That is.
Okay. Can I make an offer even though I haven't talked to a mortgage company yet? Technically, yes, you can. But the catch is, if you're making an offer on a property and someone else is making an offer at the same time, then if you do not have a pre-approval letter, more than likely your offer is not going to get any attention, because they want to know that you're qualified, you're able to pay the payments that's going to take, that kind of thing, to go ahead and proceed with the process of buying the home. So you can make an offer without having your finances in order, but it's not wise. We recommend having all that in line ahead of time to save yourself a lot of headache.
Yes.
And have a chance to get into place.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and we also recommend getting that pre-approval, because you could waste our time because we could be running around and then find out that you don't have any money. So that's always a bad deal for you guys and for us. So, okay, next question. Can I buy a home without any money down? Yes, I feel like we had this question last week too, or maybe the week before.
Last week, but we have had it before.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, you can buy a house with zero money down. They have loan programs. I think VA and the USDA have that. But there are going to be small fees that you're probably going to have to pay along the way up front. So those fees are normally like appraisals and home inspections and sometimes earnest money, little things like that. So just because it says 0% down doesn't mean that you don't need any money. You still will need several $100s to successfully buy the property.
Yeah.
But you could maybe bypass some of that stuff and buy it without any money. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend that.
Yeah, possibly. You know what? I think it may have been last week come up because we said if you had a rich family that wanted to give you money, maybe you could
Yeah.
money down.
Yes. Yeah, we're just repeating ourselves.
That's right. Wow. All right. The next question. I need to be in a house within 30 days. Is that possible? Yes, if you've already bought it and already moved in. That is very difficult because the process of buying a home takes time, obviously. If you're buying with cash, it can be faster. It has a lot of variables in the process because it has to do with what the sellers are doing. If they have everything out, if they're ready to close right away. Do you have your finances in order? Do you have the cash? Do you have a simple conventional loan that can go through pretty quick? What are you capable of doing? So the answer is, can it be done? Yes. Is it likely? Very unlikely. It has happened, but it's very unlikely. I don't know of very many situations. Do you? We've had them in 30 days.
No, cash is about the only way it will close in 30 days. See, what I like to do is I like to tell people, oh yeah, we can get you in 30 days. And then I send him over to Trent, and then he's like, oh no, that's not going to happen. So it's kind of a good cop, bad cop. We try to keep that going. Not really. We're truthful. Okay, that's the end of our questions. Now we're going to talk about some of our listings.
Yeah, so I grab a couple listings while you're.
I've got Big Hurricane and Mitten Road. Yes, I can do Mitten Road because I've just showed that property. All right, so you want to do Big Hurricane? Or should we get Tilden in here to talk about that one? Oh, bummer. Tilden and Teresa avoid these videos like the plague. Okay, I'll talk about Mitten Road. So I'll pop that up on the screen. You guys on Instagram, I'll show it to you. This is the house on Mitten Road. It has, let's see here, I'll run through the statistics. It's got actually 5 bedrooms in that house, only 1 bathroom though. It's listed for $185,000. It's got 1,800 finished square feet and another 800 in the basement that isn't finished. It does come with, why am I not seeing the exact acreage right there? What did they do to me? Well, I'm pretty sure it has 40 acres. Yeah, there we go. There's 40 acres. Okay, it has 40 acres, and it's about half and half woods and then pasture. And then it's got 2 good garages on it, pole barns with concrete floors. And then it's got several other buildings on the property. It's located right off of, or right in between 246 and 46 near Patricksburg. So Mitten Road, if you're going into Patricksburg, it's like one of the first roads on the right that you take. You'll see our sign. But that house is listed for $185,000, and it's really got a lot there for the price. So, yeah. All right.
Okay, the next one.
Yeah.
Big Hurricane Road. Are you getting it up for me to see?
I think, yeah.
There you go.
Here's the.
Okay, we're getting y'all where you can see it. This is a very nice farm, actually, is what this is. It's 60 acres. It's near Martinsville. And it's a nice little ranch style home, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It has 6 outbuildings on it. The property has about half wooded, half tillable acreage. It's one of those that you need to see the acreage to understand. The home is a solid home that needs remodeling inside. So it needs interior work on it, but actually has been a farm home for years, and they've lived there and raised all their children there. The home was built in 1960, and real good location. It says it has access to 2 major highways from that property. So if you're wanting something up north in Morgan County, this is something to look at. As I said, you got a lot of potential inside the home, but it does need remodel work inside the house itself. And then you have the buildings outside and the 60 acres to go with it. So that's one that you need to see if you want to become a farmer, right?
Yes.
You want to farm 25, 30 acres?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be perfect.
Again, both of these properties are great buys for the amount of land and outbuildings you're getting. I think that one had, what'd you say? Is that got like
60 acres. Has it got
yeah,
one?
it's got like 6 outbuildings.
Oh yeah, 6 outbuildings.
Yeah, that's a lot of barns.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's for sure. And it would be cheaper than the picture we showed you at the beginning in Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's not near that pricey. This one is only listed for $379,000. See?
Wow. There you go.
So you don't get quite the view.
You don't get the view of the ocean in Hawaii, but you do get to farm. And you got barns. I mean, who does not want barns?
You probably can't grow pineapple here, though. Like you could.
You could turn those barns into like greenhouses.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Oh yeah, I've looked into it. Just kidding. Okay.
All right, what's our next
We're almost done.
We talked about the 2 houses.
I think we just have our quotes.
Our quotes.
Yep.
And what about our drawing?
Oh yeah, our drawing. Yep. Again, if you're just joining us, comment with how much you think that one house in Hawaii is worth or sold for, and you'll be entered into next week's drawing. But this one is for people. Here, I can shake it.
I got it.
Yeah, I did the drawing last time.
Oh, you made it this time?
Yeah.
And we've got 2. So we got a 50-50 chance of winning if you entered last week.
We've got 2 people. Oh,
Tierra Guy.
Tierra.
She is the winner this week.
Yes.
Where are we at?
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll show my handwriting.
Man, that was bad. If you can read it.
Yeah. Okay, Tierra, you won $10.
Hey.
Everybody else, comment with how much you think that house in Hawaii sold for, and you'll be entered into the drawing next week. I'll show it to you one more time. Facebook people.
Yeah, I'll show it again.
Okay. Now we're about to close off this episode with a quote. Trent's looking one up.
I'm looking mine up.
He always does it last second. I don't feel like it's heartfelt.
You don't? It is, really.
Okay.
I just have a list of them here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I dropped my pen.
All right, here is my quote. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Confucius. Now, obviously, they did not have the interstate in his day and age, but I get the heart behind it. Do not quit, no matter what you're doing. Might be hard. It might feel like you're just going slowly along, but keep going, because that's always better than stopping. So you will get rear-ended.
Okay, here's my quote of the week. Let go and let love flow. Ethan, that's a good one to go by.
Okay.
See, you're going to laugh at my quote.
Who was that by?
One.
I didn't
Who was it by? I don't know who it was by. It doesn't say who it was by, so they must have been embarrassed. See? Backwards.
Yeah.
See, it doesn't show.
Let go and let love flow.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Wow.
a good one.
There we go. There's our signing out quotes.
I'll have to work on that before next week.
Yeah,
My quote and have it ready. I
it's okay.
guess.
You did good.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good rest of your week. This is Ethan McNeil.
I'm Trent and Ethan.
Yep. Join us next week, Tuesdays at 1 o'clock.
Have a good week, everyone.
See ya.